So you've created the perfect hero. They're courageous, quick thinking, compassionate, and boring? So how do you fix your flawless hero? How about with a big ol' flaw? In this lesson, we're diving into the protag's flaw, which can be expressed as the need, and talking about what it means, where it should come from, and the secret to making it do twice the work in your story. This video is a lesson from a full free mega course on our website. If you're ready to supercharge your storytelling, click the link in the description and start your journey today. This video is also part of a series, so if you haven't watched the previous videos, there are links down below. Over the last two lessons, we've covered the two external protag pieces, the want and the goal. Now it's time to look at the first of our two internal pieces, the need. And to understand what it is, let's first understand the flaw. The flaw is something wrong with your protag that they need to fix. Common ones include selfishness, insecurity, and cowardice. It's a part of their psychology that is inherently negative, and it's often standing right in the way of the protag and their goal. There are two common ways to think about the flaw. The first is that it is a problem with the protag's personality. They are selfish, which is bad, and it's just a part of who they are. The other way people think about the flaw is as a worldview. Your protag actually believes the flaw is a positive, or at least necessary, part of their life. They are selfish because only the weak are selfless, or because no one ever looked out for them and that's what made them tough. One term people use for this kind of flaw is the lie, or the lie the character believes. If you find any clear examples of these flaws in your favorite stories, comment them down below. Another way of expressing the flaw is through the need. The need is basically the opposite of the flaw. If the flaw is selfishness, then the need would be selflessness. Why? Because the protag needs to overcome their flaw. So their need is the quality they need to learn. Have we said need enough yet? The need is related to the internal part of the story because it's the center of the protag's internal journey. Whereas the goal is a physical thing and the want is something outside of the protag, the need is psychological and it is inside the protag. It is the lesson the protag is going to learn, and it's tightly related to the moral of the story. It's worth thinking about the need and the flaw separately, but they're connected, so we won't split them into two lessons. For example, we could say that in order to reach their goal, a protag will first need to fulfill their need. We could also say that in order to reach their goal, a protag will first need to overcome their flaw. In both cases, we're saying the same thing. So where does this flaw come from? The flaw may be the result of many things, but oftentimes it can be boiled down to the result of one key event. Think about this event as a trauma the protag suffered in their past. Let's say they used to trust people, but then their best friend stabbed them in the back, and now they're untrusting. This event might be called the ghost or the shard of glass, but we like the term wound. The wound is a single traumatic event that developed into the protag's flaw. The protag's need is what will overcome the trauma of their wound. Also, this trauma can be big T or little t, but it should be at some levels T. Last up, the urgency of your need is directly tied to the power of your flaw. If your flaw is weak, there isn't a lot of reason for your protag to discover their need. And there's one secret trick that we love to instantly double the power of your flaw. And it's all about who the flaw is affecting. Some flaws only affect the protag. Maybe their timidness is making them miss out on life. Other times, flaws can affect others. A protag's selfishness may benefit them, but only at the cost of others. But here's our secret trick. Only the best flaws can wreak havoc on both the protag and those around them. And it will instantly feel twice as powerful. Suddenly, the protag's timidness is not only making them miss out on life, but their friends and family are starting to miss out too. Now, there are double the reasons to overcome their flaw and fulfill their need. Now that you know all about the need, the flaw, and the wound, and how to make them double in power, we'll use the next lesson to cover the epiphany and show you exactly how your protag is going to realize their flaw is holding them back and just how desperately they need that sweet, delicious need. But if you want to get a deeper understanding of the need, we're spending the extended version of this lesson talking about the hidden relationship between the want and the need, how it can make your story more meaningful, and looking at an in-depth example from the 2005 romantic comedy Wedding Crashers. See you there.